Good evening, Dean Phillips, distinguished faculty and university officials, assembled family, friends, and loved ones, and my fellow graduates. And hi, Mom. There's an old saying that no one dies wishing that they had spent more time at the office. And the implicit message is to value the important things in life, things like family, friends, and loved ones. And naturally, those are very important. Then perhaps it is ironic that we find ourselves gathered here this evening as graduate students from the School of Business, celebrating and memorializing the completion of a significant undertaking in the pursuit of our career and life goals, which will lead us to definitely spend more time at the office. We have deliberately sought to further educate and credential ourselves so that we may work harder and better. We have chosen master's and doctorate degrees in our respective fields of business, and many of us have taken time away from family, friends, and loved ones to do so. We must then pause to consider our investment, not only in the time spent working towards our degrees, but in the future investment we will make during the course of our life's work. How will we dedicate ourselves? What impact will we have on those around us and society at large? Where will we find the dividends and the payback that we deserve for our invested time, our invested energy, our invested life? The easy answer is a bigger paycheck. I must myself confess to repeatedly telling people, and only partly in jest, that I decided to get an MBA while watching MTV's Cribs, because it had occurred to me that I wanted heated marble floors in my bathroom too. Of course, it is also certainly true that a greater paycheck is more than frivolous luxuries. It also brings good things: financial security, better neighborhoods and schools, a better life for our families and our children. But is there something more? Can we use our advanced experience and education towards a greater good? Can we, wait for it, change the world? Well, maybe. I mean, one of us can, and only if we're repeatedly lucky and the blessings of fate let it be so. But of course, most of us will not change the world, for whatever reason, and there will be plenty to choose from. It simply will not happen. Instead, we will likely live out ordinary and unremarkable lives, from the broad perspective of history anyways, and we will therefore be defined only by the work that we do and the people that we love. So that then brings us back to the beginning. If we know that we should always spend more time with the people we love, but we have additionally chosen to pursue dynamic careers and advanced business education, then what is it that we will do? I propose that we have a basic choice that we will face again and again throughout our life's work. A choice between two very common and separate modes of business. A choice between value and exploitation. This is not a simple choice. It is not a choice between good and evil, nor is it a choice between black and white. In fact, the lack of contrast between the two will sometimes be maddening. This is about the direction that we will take professionally. And again we will be confronted with chances to choose one or the other. Will we find work and trade in areas where our talent is for creating value, for adding value to a process, a service, or a product? Or will we devote our talents and skills to finding areas and opportunities for exploitation? Will we let living wage considerations factor into where we manufacture our widgets? Will we guarantee health coverage at the expense of the bottom line? Will we dare to retire and look back, knowing that we never actually created anything, and that we only bought low and sold high? These are not high contrasts, and again, they're not obvious decisions. and the choices we do make are subject at all times to recall and redemption or further condemnation. An unscrupulous options trader can devote all of her wealth to charity, and an earnest craftsman can spend all of his earnings on alcohol and idolatry. It is said that no one dies wishing that they had spent more time in the office. But here, now, in the prime of our lives, we are wishing to spend more time at the office. So let us choose wisely and carefully and often what it is that we will do with our time. If we are to wish here tonight to spend more time in the office, let us also wish that we all have the chance, if only infrequently, to let our life's work and the work of our lives be oriented towards the creation of value in at least partial pursuit of all the lofty ideals that we know in our hearts are worth fighting for: kindness, justice, peace, and an end to poverty and human suffering. Let us be driven by purpose towards real and true value and away from exploitation. Let us perpetually and continually seek the betterment of our own world and the world for those around us. And maybe, just maybe, we can change the world for everyone. Thank you.